What are your top Pokémon? Brought to you by Once Upon a Mouse and the Mouse House community. Litten. Litten will always be special to them because it was their very first starter in their very first physical Pokémon game, Pokémon Moon. They've always had a soft spot for our little cat Pokémon, and Litten is just unbelievably cute to them. They don't mind the whole evolutionary line either, but they get why some people aren't fans. But for them, it's tied to pure nostalgia. Design-wise, Litten is insanely cute, and it's a Pokémon they'll never forget. The Sprigatito line. Sprigatito is easily their favourite starter of all time. There's just something about that adorable little face that they absolutely adore. And honestly, the whole evolutionary line is amazing. So they wanted to group them together all here. They usually prefer when quadruped Pokémon stay quadrupeds, but Meowscarada completely breaks that rule. They love that guy, it's fantastic in battle, the design is phenomenal, and the shiny form is just perfection. This whole line hits all the right notes for them. Cute, stylish, and incredibly fun to use. Lunala. This list wouldn't be complete without Lunala. This Moonbat is their absolute favourite, no question. The design, the animations, everything about it is perfect in their eyes, and the shiny? Stunning. There's definitely some nostalgia mixed in too since Lunala was their very first legendary Pokémon, but honestly, they don't care. It's been their number one ever since. Toxapex. Toxapex was their absolute goat in both Alola and Galar battle towers. Toxic Stall was their bread and butter, and honestly, who better to run strategy than Toxapex? Huge bulk, great typing, an awesome shiny, and easily one of the most infuriating fighting styles to go up against. If it wasn't for this Pokémon, they probably wouldn't have made it nearly as far in the battle towers as they did. Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is their absolute favourite Mega Evolution, no contest. The design is pure peak, stylish, creepy, and just insanely cool. And the shiny? Somehow it makes an already amazing design 100 times better. If regular Gengar was a little bit more viable in battle, they'd be using this guy every single time. And of course, trade evolutions. RIP to everyone who had no friends to trade with back in the day. Scolipede. Scolipede is the pick for them. It will always be Scolipede, the whole evolutionary line in fact. These Pokémon are the reason they fell in love with bug types in the first place, and why they've fully embraced the whole bug catcher persona. They're incredibly special to them, and Gen 5 as a whole sits firmly in their top 3 generations of all time. Serperior. Snivy didn't start out as their favourite Gen 5 starter, but the whole line has really grown on them over time, to the point where they've completely fallen in love with the big snake, and their OC Amy definitely played a part in that. Her Superior absolutely stole their heart and made the entire line even more special to them. Ponyta/Rapidash. They have no idea how they weren't a horse girl growing up, because every horse Pokemon has completely captured their heart, especially Ponyta. There's just something so charming about the Gen 1 horses, and Ponyta has always stood out as a favourite. And thanks to Amy randomly having a Galarian Ponyta, their love for the whole line only grew. Whether it's the classic fiery design or the magical Galarian form, Ponyta and Rapidash are just endlessly fun for them. Jolteon. They know it's a pretty basic pick to have an evolution in their top 5, but listen, Jolteon is cool, okay? It was one of their absolute aces in Legends. His name was Milk, which automatically makes him a sweetheart. You really can't blame them for loving him as much as they do. Absol. Absol has really grown on them over the past few months, especially thanks to Legend ZA. At this point, it's probably going to be a permanent staple on their team. The one they caught is an absolute sweetheart, and they've completely fallen in love with it. Zeraora. Zeraora is just ridiculously cool to me. The design, fast, sharp, electric. Everything I love in a mythical. There's this sleek confidence to it that makes everything feel so powerful without even trying. Every time I see Zeraora animated, it reinforces how fun and energetic it is. It's one of those Pokemon that instantly grabbed my attention and never really let go. Milotic. Milotic has always felt like the definition of elegance to me. It's beautiful without being over-designed, and there's something so calming about its whole presence. I love how it represents growth and transformation, the idea that something rough can become something stunning. Every time I use a Milotic, it just feels so special. Like having this serene, graceful powerhouse on my team. Ceruledge. Ceruledge is one of those Pokemon that made me stop and go, okay, that's sick. The design is incredible. Edgy, knight-like, just dripping with style. I love the blue flames, the blades, and the whole aesthetic. It feels like a perfect mix of cool and mysterious, and using it in battle is just as fun as it looks. Ceruledge is pure style points, and I adore it. Among Us. Among Us is such a funny little guy. I love it for that. It's goofy, it's bulky, it's annoying in battle, in the best possible way, and I can't help but appreciate it. There's something charming about a Pokemon that looks so silly but ends up being such a reliable teammate. It's one of those mons that grew on me the more I used it, and now I can't help but smile whenever I see it. Dracloak. Dracloak is just adorable in that spooky, slightly chaotic way. I love how it's this little ghost dragon zooming around with so much personality. The design hits that perfect balance between cute and cool, and the whole droopy launching lore just makes me love it even more. It's just one of those middle evolutions that feels genuinely special and not just a stepping stone. Cubone. Cubone is one of the most emotionally iconic Pokemon in the whole series. Its design is simple but powerful, a tiny creature carrying the weight of its past, wearing a skull that instantly sets the tone for its story. Despite its sadness, Cubone is incredibly brave. It fights with determination, clings to memories of its mother, and grows stronger through its grief. It's a Pokemon that resonates with people who love underdogs, emotional storytelling, and the characters who carry quiet strength. Frostlass. Frostlass blends beauty and danger in a way few Pokemon do. Inspired by Yukiana, she floats with a serene, ghostly grace, but her lore is dark. She freezes those she finds interesting and keeps them as decorations, which is both chilling and fascinating. Design-wise, she's clean, striking, and unmistakably unique. Fans who love ghost types, folklore, or elegant but deadly aesthetics tend to adore her. Hisuian Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark is one of the most visually stunning regional forms ever created. Its ghost normal typing is rare and clever. Its design captures a perfect mix of haunting beauty and raw emotion. Its lore paints it as a misunderstood spirit born from suffering, yet fiercely protective of who it cares about. That duality, tragic but loving, eerie but soft, is exactly why so many people connect with it. It's a Pokemon that feels like a story all on its own. Corviknight. Corviknight is peak knightly energy. Its steel feathered armour, piercing eyes, and massive wingspan make it one of the most imposing birds in the series, but beyond the design, it's a symbol of Galar itself, the region's taxi service, its protector, and a reminder of how Pokemon and people coexist. It's a favourite for players who love strong, dependable partners, or who appreciate that perfect blend of medieval and modern aesthetic. I have been your host, Once Upon a Mouse. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.